Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new to the channel, and also welcome back to those of you who are here and have been here for a while. In any event, this is a video about kind of unlocking your own personal genius. If you're trying to unlock the best of yourself in 2021 and beyond, would love to be of service to you. And the couple ways you can reach out: you can reach out through Twitter at PO Perception. You can reach out through the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will get you in touch with me or a member of my team, and then we can go together working from there to get you to your goals. And with 14 years experience and literally over 16,000 people served in probably about 40,000 sessions now, I think that certainly the likelihood that I could at least help you with your challenge or lead you in a direction that could be helpful is pretty high. In any event, please feel free to reach out if that's needed. So, unlocking genius. Of course, genius is a specialization of intelligence around a certain topic or series of topics. And you can have emotional intelligence, you can have emotional genius, you can have creative genius, you can have specialized savant level genius, you can have all sorts of things. So, there's a couple things to think about. First, kill IQ and the concept that it is the only way to be a genius. In reality, IQ is one measure of intelligence, but a person can be socially intelligent and be underperforming in traditional IQ metrics. A person can be street smart and a genius at getting out of issues that are dangerous or the art of negotiation, but be maybe not good at math or science. So there's all sorts of different types of genius. And so when we look at the concept of genius, it is a specialization that puts someone in top percentiles in relation to whatever they're looking at, not necessarily a link to, some level of permanent measure. Now, the IQ measure is helpful, but not the be all end all in that situation. Next thing to consider when looking at that is creativity. The more you're willing to use creative measure and creative outlet, as well as look at things that are leading you in a positive direction, the easier it will be to find your genius. In other words, the power of creation opens up synaptic function in different areas of the brain. Therefore, a person who is willing to be creative on a consistent basis is a person who might actually increase their proficiency, knowledge, power, and authority with certain subjects, therefore linking them to kind of a, for lack of a better term, genius outlook or genius approach to things. Again, genius doesn't necessarily mean perfection, but it means it means the ability to adapt appropriately to challenging situations and come up with solutions quickly, effectively, and that are of benefit to as many as possible. Next is continuation of exercising the mind, the body, and the spirit. So having a spiritual practice is helpful because sometimes solutions, for those that are spiritual anyway, can come through a source that is outside of human understanding. Secondarily, physical exercise can release different endorphins, which allow the brain to work and function at a better level, sometimes a higher level or a different level, thus allowing resolution to internal conflict that may, in fact, be difficult for the average person to deal with and or find solutions to. So the next thing there is to kind of look at the potential possibilities of needing to expand vision and the value of that vision. Next thing is growth. A person who is a genius is always passionate about learning. Now, the ways in which they learn could be different. Some it could be college courses, some it could be study and conversations, some it could be looking for mentorship, some it could be studying and reading a lot of books or listening to a lot of podcasts and audio. But one thing that a genius always has is a thirst for knowledge and a willingness to apply the knowledge in a new way that makes sense for those goals and those aspirations to be set forth. The next thing to consider when looking at the concept of genius is that these individuals are willing to collaborate with others. So collaboration might not seem like a genius idea. However, when you understand the function of how people overlap with each other, how people grow to understand things differently, how people get to a level of understanding that is beyond their own, the nature of collaboration is a part of that process because not every person has the same ideas, not every person has the same mindset, and therefore not every person is going to come up with the same solutions. The last thing and a lot of people laugh at this, but video game playing. And the reason that video game playing is part of that process, for some people, actually for a lot of people, is video game playing speaks to two different things: repetition and problem solving. So, video games are great for problem solving and response time. Responsiveness is important when problem solving. Also, the ability to create repetition and learn things in a patterned or mapped way opens up parts of the brain that are more likely to access reasoning and problem solving by default. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.